your voice how scared you were, like, you know, this person isn't for me. Like, I told him, I know you're not my soulmate, you're not my person. And hey guys, it's Tiffany and welcome to my world. In today's video, I just wanted to do a little video before I do like my trimester updates about how I found out I was pregnant. So guys, I am currently 16 weeks now, just so you know, but a little background on who I was with, dating, seeing, Billy. I'm seeing Billy. We're going on dates. He's staying over every weekend. Like, it's so fun. He's making changes in his schedule to accommodate me and vice versa. Feels so good in the beginning. We were just starting off as friends. And then I'm like, friends is cool. And then we ended up liking each other more than we thought. And then it started seeming like relationship. Then he's like, I'm not ready for a relationship. Then I said, okay, we're not doing relationship stuff then. Like, you know, we don't got to go on dates. You don't have to act a certain way. And then he's like, you know what? I'm ready. I like you. Like, we used to send each other paragraphs all day. Like, all this happens, and then that time when I told him, like, I just need to distance myself from you, and he said he was going to work on it and fix it, he did for a few days. Going on dates again and doing all the normal stuff we do in our little routine and stuff. And eventually, it just got to the point where he's like, yeah, I'm not ready for a relationship. I know I told you I'm trying, and I know everything we're doing. I'm not ready. So, like, we could keep doing everything. You keep loving how you love. You keep caring how you care. It's just, I don't want the relationship title. I said, you know what? I'm good. Cut him off next day. Takes the pregnancy test because my period was 4 days late. 4 days late. I literally thought, this will be negative. I can just call him up and be like, you know what? Test was negative. Anyway, still not talking to you. Bye. That was wrong. I took a test by myself. If you've taken a pregnancy test before, you know, like, when it's negative and when it's positive, and it's like loading. This thing was instantly positive. Like, me, I was with a whole ex-boyfriend, lived with him and everything. I took a pregnancy test with him, like, because I was worried. I ain't never seen that first line pop up. So I seen that first line, and then my brain was just like, no way, no way, no way, no way, no way, no way. I call one of my friends. I'm like, I just took this pregnancy test. I'm literally hyperventilating. This test, call my friend. She comes straight over. She picks me up another test. I took a second test. It was positive. And then I took a third test. And then I called my other friend. And she came over too. And she was like, I was making a lot of jokes. Like, I was sad, but I was making a lot of jokes trying to, like, lighten my mood. I'm like, maybe it's wrong. Maybe they're all wrong. I was so sad, and I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna try not to get emotional, but I think it was just me telling myself, I always said when I have kids, it's gonna be planned, and I'm gonna do it this way, I'm gonna do it that way, all this stuff. And now I'm pregnant by this person I just told yesterday, like, you're not even good for me. I thought he was completely confused like me, y'all. But first I called him and I was like, I took a pregnancy test, and he's like, yeah. And he's like, I'm not surprised. I'm like, what do you mean? What do you mean you're not surprised? Like, he said, I kind of, something like, I don't want to mix up his words, but he said something along the lines of, I kind of figured you were pregnant because your period was late. So I'm literally thinking I'm dying, I'm crying, cannot breathe. And you're like, figured you were pregnant, like, chill about it. And then I'm like, I'm so confused. How did this happen? When? And the reason I got mad at him, and my friends were there to witness like that. I just found out I'm pregnant, and I don't even know what to say to this man. So they're like trying to help me. And he literally says the positions we were in, what happened, what he did, and why he continued, and why he ain't say nothing to me. And I was just like, wow. And then my friends are like, he trapped you, sis. I know he doesn't think so. I know he doesn't think he did this, but he trapped you. He knew what he was doing. So his response was very much, so abortion's good. You shouldn't keep it. And I'm not even gonna get into that because that's a lot more drama. But to sum it up, he's team abortion and I'm team anti-abortion. And I did try to tell myself, like, I could get an abortion if I have to. But I always told myself, anyone who knows me, anyone who's dated me, anyone who's talked to me, I always said I would never get an abortion. And then I got to the point where I told him, if I get an abortion, it would solely be for you. Like, I'm not gonna. Once I talked to him on the phone, I ended up going to the doctor and getting my blood drawn and doing a urine pregnancy test. And Kira was sitting in the doctor with me. I can say her name, y'all know her. I literally bawled my eyes because I was so scared. And I didn't bawl my eyes as soon as they told me. I called my sister. I was keeping my composure. And like, it's making me emotional right now. But all I remember is calling my sister. And she's like, Tiff, what's wrong? And she thought I was gonna say something like it's an STD or STI or something. Like, my voice just started cracking. I'm like, I'm pregnant. And then she's like, oh my gosh. Like, when I tell you, that was probably the scariest moment in my life. And then I made Kira cry because she's like, I could hear in your voice how scared you were. Like, you really didn't know what to do. And I felt like, I know if I decide to keep a kid, there's gonna be so much bad stuff that comes with it, because now I know I'm gonna be a single parent. I know this person isn't for me. Like, I told him, I know you're not my soulmate, you're not my person. And it's just like, there's so much that comes with it when you decide to do it yourself. It's not even like you're deciding to do it yourself. It's like you're pushed to, because this person doesn't want to be inclusive or included in it, and you gotta let people make their choices. I can do this, I got it. And then I realized I was making myself way more disappointed with these expectations of how I would think someone would feel. Like, I was scared, as much as people say, well, he's a little younger than you because he's 2 years younger, or a year and a half, something like that. He's younger than you, so that's why he's scared. He's turned 21, so I'm excited to live life and do all this stuff as well. So to just say like, well, he's scared because he's a boy and he's young, it's like, it's not fair, because it's like, I'm scared, but I'm doing the adult thing and accepting what happened. I know, like, the hardest thing to accept was that I did not do this to myself. As much as I wish I had someone telling me, like, my friends were really supportive, but it was the hardest thing to accept for myself, like, I didn't do anything wrong. And then you have a person who's telling you everything else you're continuing to do is wrong, and it just hurts so much more. Like, I promise you, I would not wish that on nobody, and I wouldn't wish that, like, that whole situation, how everything is playing out and how it has played out has been like, I'm so glad. Like, I never cry. I really be keeping my composure, and I keep my cool, and I'm always happy for my baby. I know my baby's gonna feel everything, and it's like, I didn't deserve that, one, and everything that's going on now, I still don't deserve it. And then I don't know what a baby is going to feel going through anything with this person. I can't get the excitement to text this man like, oh, like, guess what, the baby's kicking, or like, I was so excited to tell him about my ultrasound and how I seen the little sac and the little nugget in there. I couldn't even see it move. I could just see the little heartbeat flashing. I still haven't actually seen my baby. I've only ever been able to hear the heartbeat, and to know that he's just like, okay. Like, it's like, this is a whole baby that I know is both ours, for me and for you. It's just like something selfish I'm choosing to do. There's been so much going on. I'm like so good now, y'all. It's a work in progress. I'm still telling myself like everything will be fine, and it's about me and a baby, because a child's innocent in it all. But either way, you're still a parent, whether you accept it or not, so you're gonna have to do something. That's basically how I found out I was pregnant. I had literally had no pregnancy symptoms. My next video, first trimester update, because I am in my second trimester now, and I did keep it a secret until I was 3 months. Once I got 3 months pregnant was when I kind of told everybody. I had to go to emergency to get an ultrasound because I haven't been seen, and I'm 4 months pregnant by an OB. So I went, and I just couldn't get the ultrasound, but I was able to hear my heartbeat, and they were able to check the blood levels, so my baby's heart is beating. And this little nugget in here is still pretty small and tiny, but I'm excited. I'm really a happy person, so I'm choosing happiness for me and this little soul inside of me. Because right now I'm good. I'm working on my happiness. I have my sad days, but I want to be in that, you know, a little bit better of a place. Y'all, that is my long story on how I found out I was pregnant and what it was like. And yeah, if you guys want to see more pregnancy videos, comment down below. I definitely want to do more sit down and talk videos, and just more videos on my channel in general. Y'all, that is the video. I will talk to you later. Bye.